fashion designer Aubry Ward and fashion show producer Nancy Whitlock. Welcome, Aubrey and Nancy. Glad to have you here.
Glad to be here. Really do appreciate it.
And what we're going to be talking about, first I want to tell you a little something about my guest. Now, Aubry Ward is a fashion designer, but he's more than that. We'll get into those details, but the big thing we're going to talk about today is the fact that he's hosting a show on December 15th from 5:30 to 7:30 at the Hyatt Regency in Palm Springs in support of the downtown fashion district he has been working on to develop. Now, Aubrey's made his mark in the world of fashion, art, television, radio, films, print. He's a member of the Screen Actors Guild, and he has appeared in such films as The Bodyguard, my favorite show, with Whitney Houston and Kevin Costner. I fell in love with Kevin at that point. He's been a regular on Jake and the Fat Man, where he played a DA, as well as I Can Do Bad All by Myself, produced by Bishop T.D. Jake. He's got in development a line of body green products. Is that right?
That's exactly it.
Yeah, and he's going to be launching it on QVC sometime in 2004, but his love is fashion, and that's what we're going to be talking about. Now, Nancy Whitlock has been a fashion show producer for many years and is currently a marketing director on this new organization that Aubrey's going to tell us about as well. She has a huge background that we'll talk a little more about later. But Aubrey, right now I want you to tell us about this event you're having and tell the listeners why you're putting together this event.
Okay. Well, what we decided to do was form the Palm Springs Fashion Council, and our job is to really help facilitate visibility for the downtown fashion district, helping to increase sales in retail stores, launching young designers. So we're having our mixers like every other month. And at this particular mixer, we're showcasing some of the local clothing stores. But what I had wanted to do more specifically was to acknowledge those supporters that we've had from the beginning who really stuck with us. Nancy Whitlock being one of them, Bill Casey from the Palm Springs Chamber, Daniel Putnam from the Hyatt. So it was my purpose really to start off by showcasing the clothing stores, marketing them, letting people see what they actually have downtown, but also along with that, it was time to me to say thank you for people who have actually supported me. And
well,
Nancy Whitlock has
that's
been
really
that.
great. And the thing is that at these mixers, and particularly this next one that's coming up, you are going to be giving us updates on the participation of the World Fashion Organization's role in the Palm Springs Fashion District and the Palm Springs International Fashion Festival.
Without a
That
doubt.
is so exciting.
Oh, my
I can
goodness.
hardly wait to hear all about that.
Believe it or not, it blew me away. The World Fashion Organization consists of right now 42 countries, and they determine government policies in the fashion industry. They work with import exports, and their job is to make certain that there's fair hiring, fair pay for everyone around the world globally. And so what they have their own delegates that fly back and forth. They're working with the United Nations, but they're like
My
a
goodness,
government.
it sounds like the United
Oh,
Nations.
it's
the Fashion United Nations,
Exactly,
people.
exactly. So, and when they heard about me, I heard about them. So when I put the name Palm Springs International Fashion Festival, which has some other things coming up, they saw that our objective was the same.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll talk about that some more. But I also, at this point, want to mention now this event that you're having on December 15th. And for those of you that have just tuned in, I'm talking to fashion designer Aubry Ward and Nancy Whitlock, who's a fashion show producer, about an upcoming event on December 15th at the Hyatt Regency in Palm Springs in support of the downtown fashion district. So, Aubrey, you've been giving us some background, but more importantly, I want to again emphasize the fact that our Nancy Whitlock, who we all know and love, is going to be recognized
Exactly.
at this event with an appreciation award, and it's well deserved, Nancy.
Thank
Are you excited about it?
Very. In fact, that's one thing about Aubrey. He is so great to all of us. The two of us met through the chamber also, and from that time out,
You've been bosom buddies. Well, Nancy, and I want to say, too, that you've been directing fashion productions for fundraising events as well as private and informal gala affairs, and but more than that, we all know you for that, because you're everywhere. I mean, you're so generous with your time. But this is a good time to let people know you've lived all over the world.
Yes.
You had your own television program, and you were once in show business in Las Vegas. Now that's pretty amazing, and you keep that kind of secret, Nancy.
I told someone about that, and she said, "Hey, why aren't you writing a book?" I said, "I'm not good at writing." She says, "Well, I'll do it for you." But I've been very fortunate, because I've been meeting so many people that are so into fashion. And I started many years ago, starting it as a child. I worked at Bullock's Wilshire as a college model. From there, I just projected into the modeling and the fashion industry.
Yes.
And the thing is, in Los Angeles, where I was based for a while, I was in the hotel business for 19 years and worked for a London company out of London.
So you got a lot of background behind you that helps you with all of this.
Very much.
And you arrived in the Coachella Valley when?
1983.
1983. And I do want to mention the fact that your company is called Nancy Whitlock Productions. We all know how to reach you anyway. I mean, you're all, and besides, everyone knows you. I wish this were television right now. So for those of you that don't, Nancy can see her beautiful hair, because we are all envious of this hair. I mean, you can spot her a mile away at any event.
Exactly.
And don't ever change that
No,
hair.
God,
I'm
no.
never going
That's
to.
too much your signature.
It's very easy to handle.
Now, Nancy, what are you going to be doing with Aubrey for this big production of not just in December, but this huge plan that he has in place, and he's making such great progress. But what are you going to be doing?
Well, I'm going to be doing as much as I can for him, and it's mostly exposure with everybody in the city. I think, Steve Poget, the mayor right now, is so excited about that, because we're sort of getting ahead with the Fashion Plaza.
Well, that's good. It's about time.
I know it. So anyway, everybody is more or less coming in to be with us. Aubrey has been a wonderful person to work with. I call him, he's the energizing bunny.
Oh, well, he's a very tall bunny.
I know.
Tall, right?
Wind him up and away he goes. His vision is so terrific.
Well, but it takes a great energy to do what Aubrey is doing. I mean, you've got to have the energy. You have to have that inner belief and that inner drive, and he sure has it. So
And
that's
he
for certain.
didn't mention something that is highly important to me also, is the children. He has gone to Cathedral City High School, started a fashion club. He's been with the Palm Springs High School, doing the same with those children to see that they do develop into their dream.
Well, now, Aubrey, you've got a lot of things planned.
Yes.
But you're only one man.
Exactly.
And Nancy, you're only one woman. So how can we in the community help you get going? Well, you're getting going, but how can we help you continue? What can
Jackie,
we do for you?
One of the amazing things by you even inviting me to your show today, you have no idea how that helps facilitate my plans. It's really about everyone coming together, even coming to these mixers, seeing what we're doing. It's one thing for me to talk about it, but now it's time for people to start seeing a little bit of what's going on.
Right.
And the more support we get even locally, now it's starting to take effect globally. They're looking at Palm Springs like, you guys have what? Let me talk to you guys. Oh, now we're starting to get it. And I believe we're a family here. And we call it the Palm Springs Fashion Family. So what we really do need right now, Jackie, is everyone to come out to support us, see what we're doing, ask a lot of questions, and give me some of your ideas.
Well, and when is this all supposed to take place? Is it in April? You've
In
got
fact,
something going at the convention center in April?
We just got everything all squared away with Hillary over at the convention center.
Have you got a date on that?
It's the first weekend of April.
First weekend in April.
It's March 30th, 31st. Anyway, it's that last weekend.
Well, people can find that on the website.
They can find without a problem. In fact, what we're going to do, they can always check on the Palm Springs Fashion District's website. and there's a site for the Palm Springs Fashion Festival.org.
And I suggest that people look at all of them, because there's bits and pieces and information and video and fashion and food and everything else, which is exciting. Now, you're also at this huge event that you're planning that's going to be so exciting. You're going to have vendors there.
Exactly.
And, are you going to have modeling? And you're going to have all sorts of things going
Jackie,
on.
it's going to be, like we say, off the hook.
Well, now, Nancy, are you going to be helping with the fashion show part of it?
Yes.
I hope so. Even better.
No, in fact, Nancy really is helping me to guide me through what do we need to do, produce these things here, what's the best way to get the best effect, who we should get involved. So we're inviting a lot of the clothing stores to show their work, young designers, and in fact, we decided to waive all fees for vendors because of economic times.
Are they going to have like booths of their own things? Is that how it's going to work?
Yeah. Stretched fabric and lights and special effects and, people's strings hanging down with shoes and things like
Aubrey,
that.
I have to get you to make me a special outfit to wear to this.
Girl, please, I'm going to hook you up. Yes, Jackie, I will. Yes, Jackie, I will definitely do that.
Gotta have that.
That's
And you too,
wonderful.
Nancy, you've got to have something. And you too, Aubrey.
There you
Everybody's
go.
got to have
There you
something
go.
very
And you
special.
too.
There you go. There you go.
Definitely. Well, this event, let's get back to the event on the 15th. Again, Aubrey, would you, or Nancy, give the telephone number for people that have just tuned in if they want to go to this event on the 15th at the Hyatt Regency in Palm Springs?
Exactly.
I wonder very quickly, Aubrey, what has the reaction been from the other end of the valley, from El Paseo? Are you getting a response, or is there a little worried thing going on?
That was something that I really wanted to address, and I wanted to make certain that El Paseo is part of our family. And they were invited. They're all part of the fashion family.
That's good. So they're all getting their invitations.
Exactly.
Good.
Exactly.
And you're getting some positive responses so far?
In fact, they want to participate with us now. A few individuals who produce fashion, El Paseo Fashion Week is now working with us for the fashion festival. We're the big after party.
Now that is great.
Exactly.
That is really great.
Exactly.
Finally, there is that partnership that's going to go on.
Exactly. And that's our goal. That was really our goal, is to bridge the gap between all of us and work together.
Well, to me, the fact that you even came up with the concept, everybody was commiserating, saying, oh, gee, we don't have any fashion thing in Palm Springs. Tina Turk is there. Thank goodness for Tina and a couple of other people. We don't have anything going there. Well, you just quit talking about it. You did it. And I want to thank you for being here, both of you.
Oh,
and we are
Jacqueline.
out of time, and I'll certainly have you on again, Aubrey. This has been the Jacqueline Bachar Show.